run coax cable from the satellite dish along the side of the house over here and then into this wall over there. We're going to use roca clips and we're going to string up the line, also install a ground block that will run a line to that faucet sitting right there. You can always set a ground rod, but we'll put a ground block and run cable to that water faucet there. I always prefer to run my line like I showed earlier and cut in my own connectors. I usually use a compression fitting, but you can use just about any type of connector. Now what I do, I always connect the satellite cable first. This will go to the ground block, so this end will fasten to the LMB. Alright, now always put in a drip loop on this line and zip tie it to the LMB arm. If you have any water collecting, it will drip off. Instead of going down the arm, it will drip off the cable. So zip tie it onto the arm. And then in the back. Alright, now that we zip tied to the arm, I always like to put a nice little S right here, so if any water collects, it also drips down, or snow. Zip tie your cable directly to the arm, all the way down the arm, and we're going to follow this part down the pole. I usually use this type of clip right here, which actually locks into the cable and it stays locked in so it doesn't fall off. It may slide up and down, but the other nice thing is that you can use either a Phillips screwdriver or your drill to drive that clip right into the wood or panels. So that's done. Very easy. Now I'll go ahead and put these up all the way along the line under the railing here and alongside the bottom of the home. I like to take the clips, put them on, and then hide them under little skirts like this, where the cable pretty much becomes invisible. So you just drive in your clip and you're done. As you pull tight, your line will tighten up and snug out. Alright, we'll continue doing that. We've got another 5 foot to go and we'll go into the house. In this case, there's a pre-existing hole in the house, so we're going to run our line to that. But there's something very unique in this situation. There is a ground rod right there that we're going to attach our ground to, so that makes it nice and easy. Always look around when you're doing an installation for pipes, ground rods that may be available. At one time, DirecTV had their system here, so I was able to utilize what they left behind. Alright folks, whenever you come out of an existing hole, you create your own hole. You always go down and create a drip loop and go up, or go to the ground block and fasten your lines. I always use a little torque wrench to tighten these up to make sure that they work well. Just like that, it clicks when it's ready. And either use a feed through. In this case the hole was too big, so I always carry silicone with me, and I always fill in the holes. To do a professional job, folks, I recommend sealing all your holes so bugs don't penetrate the hole or water intrudes. Here's another satellite dish has been installed and aligned, and as you can see, we run the cable down and under the deck. It comes up across here, and we have the screw-on clips. It goes over and around the frame. The nice thing about these type of homes is that you can just spread this apart and slip the cable right in here. That's where we put the cable now. You can see it right there. And now we just run along the bottom. In this case, we ran along the bottom here because they didn't want that over the top. However, as you can see, it follows along the bottom here by the electrical panel. Is your electrical panel. You generally have a ground wire coming down. We attach to the same ground wire as the cable TV and the power company. We set up our ground block, follow the bottom of the house skirting as we suggested, and now we're going to do the same thing on this side. We need to go up over the garage, slip the cable in between, and usually if it's that loose, I will put a little bit of silicone behind it so it holds it in place. Now we will take that lip, take it all the way across the top of the eave, just there, and we'll tuck it in across and over, and we will drop down that wall into the house. We'll show you that in a minute. Alright folks, there's some tricks to this method here. Every single one of these panelings, vinyls have like a lip where you can slip your cable in. What you can do is just slip this down like so, slip that in, tuck it in, and just continue to follow that all the way around. Just like this. We're continuing to run this line under the vinyl. Just tuck in. Every so often, I take the silicone and run a bridge. I fill in a bridge every so often. About every 5 feet, I run some silicone just to keep that cable line from falling. Love this stuff because you can just tuck it right underneath the vinyl. Alright, we have tucked the cable underneath the vinyl all the way across. You can see where it kind of comes through a little bit right there. And then we follow that ridge. Once in a while you'll see where I put the silicone in place. Then when it comes out of the vinyl, it goes into the house, you do that. And when you come in through the wall, oops, when you come in through the wall, you can just silicone the wall there or put a feed through.